We explained yesterday the emphasis on the recital of different psalms during the time of month of Elul, and particularly focused on the 27th psalm in the Tehillim, LeDavid Hashem Oiri, where we say it every morning on Shacharit. Others say it at Mincha or at Arvit, but it becomes an integral part of the prayers of the month of Elul. And we explained it is not about repenting. It is not about teshuvah, because the most appropriate psalm in Tehillim regarding repenting would have been chapter 51, Psalm 51, I should say. But there it says, B'voy Elav Nasan Hanavi, where the prophet Nathan came to hear David HaMelech, and where he expresses his regrets. Kifishoa ani Eido, I'm aware of my sins, and my sin is always in front of me. And David HaMelech extensively discusses, laments his so-called sin. Although one should say that the Gemara says, Misha Omar Shechat David Choto Eino Eletoya. Anybody who says that King David sinned is mistaken. David HaMelech didn't sin. But David HaMelech expresses, since it could be seen as a sin, therefore it's already considered for him a sin. But the David Hashem Ori, there is no discussion of sins. And we said that the David Hashem Ori is where David HaMelech, King David, sets the tone of what the focus of life should be. And that's why he says, Acha sha'alti me'eis Hashem. When we prepare for Rosh Hashanah, we're going to a new year, we're going to celebrate the creation of the world. We have to know, what is the purpose of creation? What are we here for? Are we here in this world to enjoy the privileges, the luxuries of life? Or are we here in this world to serve Hashem, to get closer to Hashem, to return, to come step by step and every day improve in our relationship with God? And that's what David HaMelech says. Acha sha'alti me'eis Hashem. This is why I stay focused. So talking about focus, it reminded me of a fascinating illustration, true story, but it's an illustration where Reb Mendel Futterfass shared. Reb Mendel Futterfass was the illustrious chassid, an exceptional chassid, a man who has seen all the ups and downs of life, including having had the privilege, quote unquote privilege, of receiving from the communist regime in Russia an extensive government stay in the Russian Gulag. Spent many years in Siberian exile. And Reb Mendel relates how one day he happened to be sharing his quarters with the most famous Russian tightrope walker, who was exiled, because at that time Stalin was petrified of anybody of stature, of anybody of accomplishment, and he exiled them all. So here is this non-Jewish Russian tightrope walker in close vicinity with Reb Mendel. Reb Mendel, the chassid with the big beard, even in Siberia, would make sure that nobody should touch his beard. Always in a positive demeanor. And Reb Mendel asked him, how do you do this? The man was known to be able to walk over lengthy stretches, mountains, rivers, dangerous places, and succeeded. How do you do this? So he told him, anyone can do it. The trick, so to say, is before you've put your foot on the rope, make yourself a visual focus, a visual point. And throughout your entire walk, do not waver for a moment to look anywhere else but at this specific point you made yourself. Whatever that point is, you make yourself a visible point. And if you don't stray with your eyes looking at something else, the walk will be simple, because the feet will follow where you're focused. If you start looking around, that's when you're lost. Reb Mendel, in the middle of the freezing weather of Siberia, jumped up and says, "You warmed my heart. You gave me the most beautiful lesson in service of Hashem. The most amazing teaching. It was worth coming to Siberia," said Reb Mendel, "just for that. You basically taught me what Judaism is all about, what Alter Rebbe teaches in Tanya, what David HaMelech says, Acha Sho'alti." Stay focused. Don't allow yourself to be diverted from other important things. Stay focused. We're here for one reason: to connect to Hashem, to serve Hashem, and to reach the ultimate result of this focus, of this service, which is being in the Bet HaMikdash with Mashiach. May this be now.